the word, TLP family? You are now tuned in with What's the Word podcast. And this is segment 12. 12. Fuck 12. Nah. Nah, for real though. And I know I said in 11 that I had a guest. And as you can see, I don't have one, so don't be like, oh, he was capping and he was on bullshit. But, life, like, we just live life and, shit happens. But the show must go on, and I'm going to definitely get that guest that was supposed to be on 12 on a later segment. So y'all just stay tuned every Wednesday at 6 p.m. I appreciate everybody that been tapping in. And when I do get that guest on here, I'm gonna let y'all know that is the one that's supposed to been on 12. So, it ain't no thing. We still on it, and I'm still coming with this podcast every Wednesday at 6 p.m. What's the word? And I'm gonna let you know what's the word. And you'll know what the word is if you've been tapping in previously to my last 11. So you know what the deal is. And with that happening, and then I got a little under the weather because the weather changing and it's fucking 80 degrees one day and then the next day is 60 or 50 something. So it's just like all over, and I was feeling a little under the weather. I wasn't going to give y'all 12, but why not? Like, I'll be on BS. Like, that'll be two things that stop me. Like I always say, nothing stopping me. Keep prevailing. Like, every Wednesday at 6 p.m. I'm dropping. So, that's what the word is. Like, what's going on. And this been a long week, like, for me. One man band, you know that. So, had video shoot. Had to go to a performance. So if y'all went to the Tusi was live in Greenville, North Carolina, or whatever. But shout out to Drug Money KO, Young SO, and friends. It was plenty more that performed, that opened up for Tusi or whatever. Shout out to them boys, they did their thing. And so it's just really, been a real busy week for me. And then just, just life, just stuff happening. But I still got to bring this, this to y'all, man. I got to. I can't let myself down, first of all, and damn sure can't let y'all down. So, like I said, this week been busy, and and I relate to this. Like, I was watching this podcast, and it was like like these callers, they call in like on some hotline type of thing, and they talk about their relationships, and they like what's going on with them. Or they having an issue with their partner or trying to get a partner type deal. So this Mexican dude, he called in or whatever, and he was saying that his he like black women, but his parents don't like him dating black women. I don't recall how old he was, but if I had to say, I would say maybe 26, 27. I'd say between 20 and 30. I'm just narrowed down to that or whatever. And he was telling them, that he had a problem with that, and he have a problem approaching them and like trying to see what pickup lines he could use, of such sort. And I've dealt with, those same type of Well, I ain't gonna say the pickup line stuff because I don't use no pickup line. I just nowadays that pickup line shit weak, so cut it out. And back then, yeah, you growing up, you got your little goofy ass pickup lines or whatever. But nowadays that shit ain't cool. It's like it's lame as hell, weak as hell. That shit weak. And I was like, okay, I felt where he was coming from with the parent shit. Like the parents not liking who they daughter dating, or vice versa for the females. I mean, for the males or whatever. And I feel like you gotta. I don't like some people feel like you gotta pick one. You gotta pick somebody between your family. You gotta pick the person you want to be involved with, and pick the person you want to be. I mean, pick the person you want to be involved with, or your family. Like, because you the one that gotta live with. Like you gotta live your life at the same time. You can't live your life for someone else, even though it's your family and it's your parents, or they might, could give you good advice on it. But at the end of the day, you have to live for yourself. You have to live for your experiences. Of course, they can give you insight on what could have happened in their experiences, and you could take it and use it. So that's what he was kind of like on. I was like, man, that kind of sound like, some things I've been through. Like it was, I've dated different races, and I'm not racist at all, like at all. Well, if you give me that energy, I'm gonna give you that energy back, or I'm gonna just move around. I'm gonna keep it like that. But when it comes to picking women or entertaining or just hanging or befriending or associating with different races, I'm all open to it, because it's it's different cultures. Some blend in with our culture, some don't. And then some live by what their parents like, or like the traditional way, like how they grew up, what they was around. And I just feel like you gotta live. That's cool and all, but you still gotta live your life, because you don't want to be living for your parents or your uncle, your auntie. Yeah, they're gonna give you advice or whatever, give you some game, but you're gonna be miserable because you doing what they want to do. So you like a puppet, like for real. So I don't see how some people live like that, and they just be so miserable, and they be sneaking, and just be out like they be grown as hell. I ain't talking about no teenage shit, like excuse me, shit people used to do back then. Sneak motherfuckers in the back door, the window, all type shit like that. We talking about you grown as hell, and you can't bring your family. I mean, you can't bring your partner to the function, or the cookout, or Thanksgiving dinner, or Christmas dinner, New Year's Eve party, like, or just birthdays. Like, you just kind of like gotta keep them separated, and then it shouldn't even be like that. Cause I feel like your parents or your family, they should be happy for you and accept whoever you allow in your life, and just let you live through your experience. And that's what my parents did for me. All they was cared about, all they ever cared about was, as long as they don't, like hurt me, physically or whatever. You're going to go through the emotional hurt or whatever, pain, and, that's part of learning and experiencing. So I respect them for that. Like, just let me live my life, and, let me do me. And see, I'm here to tell you the story, like, but I never had no bad blood with no parents or anything. Like, if I seen, I respected them, and that was that. But I kind of stayed off the scene, you know, just being around them, because I just didn't want that bad tension, you know, that air, like cloudy and gray, smoky, like when you go around and you just feel like you can't be yourself for real. Like you could be you know you're gonna be yourself regardless, because I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna be respectful though. As long as you don't do nothing out of turn, I ain't gonna do nothing out of turn, out of pocket, whatever. So I really understood that, and I know it's a lot of y'all out here that go through that, and that's just how I be. Like, your parents don't want you to deal with a black dude, or if you if you're Hispanic, Mexican or whatever, your parents don't want you to deal with the black dude. They would probably want you to deal with the white dude. Or if you black, your parents don't want you to deal with the white girl, but you want to deal with the white girl. You know, like, we all, at the end of the day, we all are human. And that racism, that's racism right there. If you don't want your child, your daughter, or your son to deal with a different race, whether they mix or just one race, that ain't cool. And I don't discriminate. Like, I'm open to everyone, as long as your vibe cool, and you know you got great energy, and you real, you know, vibrant on positiveness, and you know. But other than that, y'all know how it could be. So we gotta stop that. Like, just let our kids. Well, I don't have no kids, but just, you know, just let everybody live their life. Like, just let them live it out. Like, that traditional shit, that shit out the window nowadays. This is 2023. Like, some people live like they back in the 60s and the 70s and stuff. Like, that's over with. It's cool for you personally. If you're personally, that's cool. But in reality, you better tap into it. Because it's going to go on. They're going to do it whether you like it or not. Like, for real. Whether you like it or not, they're going to do it. And then you're going to feel it's disrespectful, or if they bring them around. But at the end of the day, you got to respect them too. Like, they respect you. But if this is, you know, if you don't want them to bring them to your house or to events and stuff, that's kind of bogus. But they got to respect it, especially if it's at, you know, their parents' house or whoever tripping house. I wouldn't, you know, because I don't want no drama. I don't do drama. So it's kind of tricky with that. And there's like low key racism that just need to stop. And I experienced it with females, just trying to get a conversation with females. They just give you that energy, like, why are you talking to me? Or, you know, just a different race, like a white girl, Puerto Rican, you know, and they could like you, but in the back of their head, they like, no, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, you know, bring him to the house or meet my parents. I'm gonna just say meet my parents, because nowadays we all grown as fuck. Like, so it's like that's real, like, tricky. It's just all like who you pick. It's just like the lottery. I'm telling you, like picking people in your life, to be in your life or to associate with in your life. That shit just like the fucking lottery. Sometimes you hit big on somebody. Sometimes your ass come up fucked up in the end, and that be, You be like, damn, I should have picked that, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. But it's life. It's part of it. It's called trial and error. You live and you learn every day. So more of the story, do what's best for you. That's it. Just do what's best for you. You could, you could take in all the advice and use it to your extent and when you need it. You don't have to, somebody tell you something, you be like, oh yeah, I'm going with that, and just scratch yours out. No. Depending on the person, you gotta ponder on it and weigh it out. Or you can just be like, fuck what they talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and do me and, go through my experience. Especially if it's something that's making you happy and keeping you well grounded. And then your parents or family member, whoever tweaking with you, whoever tripping, just keep going. Just keep going. Just do you. Don't even worry about them. Just don't bring them around them. And then, if they don't respect you, they'll grow to respect you. They're going to grow to respect that person, especially if they treating, you right. Male, female, if they treating their kid right and they see that and they see their kid happy, they're going to be like, oh, okay, they're going to come around. Might take them a while, but they'll definitely come around. And then you'll see, and y'all might have, go back in time and have, talk about the conversation. Oh, I remember when I didn't like you or I didn't respect her decisions and all that. But it's a time it's all gonna come full circle. And then sometimes it's gonna be a 180. Or blank. Like, you over here, they over there. Y'all just kind of got to keep y'all distance. And that's kind of fucked up to be, but because you stronger the better. Like, you stronger together. Together, you're very stronger. So, you just got to pick what you want and not what people want for you. That's what you got to do, pretty much. Because everybody is entitled to their opinion, but fuck everybody's opinion, though. That's it. Fuck everybody else's opinion. Like, just live your life. Because if you live for somebody else, you gonna be miserable. And I'm sure some of y'all did this. Some of y'all did it in half of y'all life, a little bit of y'all life. But fuck other people's opinion. They're entitled to it. They're entitled to say it. You just brush that shit off and just keep it moving. Live your life. And I appreciate everybody that been tapping in every Wednesday at 6 p.m. And that will conclude segment 12 of What's the Word podcast. Make sure y'all tap in. Subscribe to this channel, Teo Lee Productions. Follow me on IG, TLP_BGCBE23. And I'll see y'all on segment 13. Keep tapping in. Appreciate y'all.